Hello!
Hello! We're live!
We are
I'm alive!
alive and others are not. Or are they? Monica Gilliam and myself, Alison Cox, are here with you today to talk a little bit about creation with entities.
Whee!
What does that even mean?
Yeah, it's a great question.
I was kind of thinking about that today. I'm like, we're like, uh. I was like, oh my gosh. So, just a quick little story. Arthur, my partner that I live with, has had a messy closet for like 4.5 years or as long as I've known him. And I've always wanted to just get in there because I like organizing things that aren't mine. And I like it when other people organize my stuff, like Monica. Monica came and organized my closet one day, and it was the most amazing, life changing experience ever in the whole world. And she loved doing it. And I didn't die sitting next to her, letting her help me. I was like, yes. So the other day, Arthur finally, he was sleeping, and I forget, I don't even know if I like made sure it was okay. But it was just like the time to go in there and organize this closet. I'm like, I'm gonna go in there and organize things. Is that all right? Yes, yes, yes. So I went in and just cleared everything out and got rid of old stuff and like hung everything up, and it looked amazing. And he walked in and he was like, oh my God. I'm like, does he like it? He's like, this just changed my life. I'm like, oh my God, amazing. Because he had, when you have a mess in your life where things aren't working right, like money and things like that, like how much heavy stuff does it pile on? Or you have that messy thing in the corner or your closet where you're going to clean it someday, but you just don't have time and you can shut the door anyway. You don't have to look at it. But it's still there, like eating at you. What if there are entities, people, energies that are like waiting? They'll even do it for free. Like, just let me clean your closet. What if there are entities that are waiting to clean your closet where you don't actually have the like allowance or the space or the time or the anything to do that, and they are going to just come in and do that for you, and it could change your life.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, yeah, it's like allowing your life to be easier and greater and to be contributed to. I don't know if you can hear the crazy train in the background.
I heard
Sorry.
something. It was cool.
It's going to go on for a moment, allowing everything to contribute, even the train.
It sounds lovely. Thank you, train.
It's great. It's great. It's going to be a moment.
See ya.
It's just that. Anyway, all right. Allowing it. What if everything could contribute to you? Everything, even the train.
I love it. So, with like, where have you created with entities? I know I can already name things for you, but what pops to
Well,
mind?
it's funny because, like, so there are a whole bunch of different specialties within access consciousness and within the talk to the entities specialty in access consciousness, like creation with entities or house clearing or money in entities or all of these different things to look at how you engage with entities in a particular area. And Allison and I are going to be doing a whole bunch of these different specialty talk to the entities calls over the coming year, or who knows how long. And so we thought that we'd start with the creation with entities topic. And I'm just super excited about looking at how to create all of the other calls, all of the other classes from the perspective of creation with entities. So if you look at an entity, it's something that's defined and has a consciousness of its own, has a life force of its own. And that can apply to anything, your business, a book, a artwork, a song, a plant, an animal, there are people in your lives, whatever. There are all of these different entities that have consciousness that you can create with. And it has such a different energy to create with rather than to have the sense that you like have to do it all on your own
Yeah.
and that like you have to be micromanaging every aspect of it rather than being like having other energies come in and clean your closet or like having other energies contribute to it or like if you're going to like write a book having the consciousness of the book show you how to do it if you're going to create anything. I'm like super excited about looking at um the ways that I've been making creation harder than it needs to be
Yeah.
and and then kind of really upping my game in asking for everything to create with me. So like another just quick little example is like I love plants, and so one thing that I do with all of my plants is I just like ask them to tell me how to take care of them.
Yeah.
Like show me, let me know when I should water you, or like, do you need to be pruned? How do I do that? And I ask the plant so that I get a little like ping or a little sense of like, oh, I should probably water that now. And it's not like it doesn't have to come from some sort of formula that I like read about and remembered, that
Yeah.
it actually I get to have the input of the plant itself, which can show me how to do it. And then it becomes really fun and easy. And so that's like one way of creating with entities that I get to play with all the time. And that is so joyful. And I'm like, more. I would like more of that,
Yeah.
where I get to create with instead of like,
By yourself,
yeah,
figuring it out. Yeah.
totally.
The plants thing is such a great example too, because I remember, one of the first things that I actually acknowledged that I was creating with actual entities, invisible to me, creatures, beings, was with plants. And I remember, I had a plant and I had a couple plants and I was not good at watering them. And they were like, I'm like, oh my gosh. And I was reading a book one day talking about someone was like, hey, ask the nature spirits to come help you. And this particular book was like, find a crystal and ask the fairies to go in the crystal and then bring it over to your plant. And I was like, I'd already started talk to the entities, which just makes everything so much easier and faster, I've noticed for me. So I was basically like, do I have to do all that? No, but I did. I was like, I'll find, I have some rocks or something to play with. So I put the rocks and whatever crystals I had in my plants, and I was like, hey, fairies, I know that I'm up in this apartment and it's kind of off the ground and I'm not exactly in a forest, but would you come help me take care of my plants? And since that day, I have not had to, it's like a co creation with the plants and the nature spirits in my house and me, where, yes, the plants, I do water my plants, but they don't need to be watered on a specific timeline. And when I would leave, they would actually like, it was like time slowed down or something. They'd actually like do their own thing and start to blossom and bloom and grow. And now I have like a forest where I couldn't tell you how to grow plants. I would just say, like Monica says, like, ask the plants, ask the nature spirits, and allow it to be a co creation. And you can do that with so many different types of entities, whether you're looking to create your business and actually having, like, did you know that you can actually ask entities to go out and help bring people in? How do you do that? Come find out. It's really fun and easy.
Totally, totally.
So,
It's so funny because I've also been like, once Allison and I decided that we were going to do this kind of like series, we tried to like, okay, let's plan out the different dates. And it was like, well, that's not super easy. And then it was like, okay, this first creation with entities call that is on the 31st of March. It's coming right up.
yes.
Um, it's like, let's start with that one and then see what that creates. And the moment that we decided to do that, it was like there were just all of these other ways in my life that I started to have a sense of like the aliveness of everything and that I get to create with everything. And this may sound really silly, but like I have a bunch of orchids, and when they start flowering, it looks like I've been attacked by plants because there's so many of them. And so I have to kind of figure out like how to organize them. And I have this space in my kitchen where I like put some orchids, but I was like, ugh, it just seems really cluttered. And I just kept on asking, okay, so like, what can I put there that would create a sense of space and allow me to like put some orchids, but not take up all this space? And then I had a sense of something. I wasn't sure what it was, like a plant holder that was like tall and had multiple tiers. And then I was just like, okay, so where is this? Where do I go for this? And then I knew that there was like an antique fair going on like an hour and a half away. And so one day I was like, okay, it's something is over there. And so I drove an hour and a half, not to the fair even, just to a shop next to it, and like walked right up to this thing that was like this fruit stand that isn't even a plant stand. And I got it and I was like, yes. And I took it home, and I can't tell you how much joy this thing has given me. It's
Yeah.
like just sitting in my kitchen and just being in my house. I'm like, it's so funny because it's like there was an energy, or there is an energy to this inanimate object,
Yeah.
that is adding to my life in like every time I walk into the kitchen, which is just so silly. And people would be like, is that creation with entities? Like, I guess it depends on how you define that, but it was just so cool to have this sense of like creating with the possibilities in the entire universe and my plants and my life and the kitchen and being able to be like, where is that? And then driving an hour and a half right to it.
That's so,
I give it that is a sense of like the being willing to hear the voice of everything
yeah,
and to follow the voice of everything that allows me to enjoy being alive more.
totally. Yes. That's hilarious, by the way. And this class is so cool because it's also shows you, I love what you were saying, like you can't really explain like what it creates to enjoy everything around you. Do you even have, like, are you even acknowledging that everything around you is a contribution, or have you been kind of avoiding things, and is it time to let some things go that aren't necessarily creating with you, but they're just comfortable to have around? So we're also going to dig into
Wow.
who or what can you let go of that you might not have even considered was holding you back or keeping the energy stuck. Or, you hear people talk about like rearranging the grid systems of different places. Like when you choose to move, like add or take away, create or destroy something, you're rearranging the grid systems or like the energy of your room or your business or whatever you're asking to create your life. And so we're going to really dive into that stuff too. I'm so excited to see what the heck
Yeah.
we're going to
Yeah,
do.
I love that. Just that sense of like, if you're talking about creation with entities, creation with energies, your choice to create, who are you creating with? What are you creating with? And like,
Are those
you know,
entities and energies capable of contributing to what you're asking for? And some aren't, and some are, and some really are, and even more so than you. And would you be willing to let them in? Clean your closet.
yeah, yeah. Everybody come play with us. Let's see what we can create.
Yay! I'm so excited. So we'll see you. We'll be there on the 30th of this month in just a few days for
31st.
31st. Just kidding. You can come early and wait one whole day if you want to. The 31st of this month. We'll put the link below. Thank you for watching. Thanks, Monica. Toodaloo. Oh, yeah, I'm in charge of
Bye.
ending this. Bye.